Britain is mourning the loss of Queen Elizabeth II, who is currently lying in rest at St. Giles Cathedral. Thousands of people filed by the flag-draped coffin to pay their condolences to the late Queen. Later in the day on Tuesday, the coffin will be accompanied by the Queen's only daughter, Princess Anne, to Edinburgh's airport for Elizabeth's final return to London's Buckingham Palace aboard a Royal Air Force aircraft. On Wednesday, her body will be transported from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall in a public procession. While there, her coffin will lie on a raised platform and will be topped with the imperial state crown, orb, and scepter. Her funeral is scheduled for September 19th at Westminster Abbey. Meantime, Commonwealth Caribbean Nations organized ceremonies for the late Queen, although members of the reparations movements voiced their concerns about a standing monarchy. In the Bermuda capital, Hamilton officials prepared a ceremony which dozens attended. Mourners and children waited outside Government House. Bermuda is a British territory and a member of the Commonwealth of Nations. In Jamaica, Bert Samuels, a member of the Repatriation Council of Jamaica at the People's Council, said that England still holds wealth that belongs to Commonwealth nations. Britain ruled Jamaica for more than 300 years, forcing hundreds of thousands of African slaves to labor the land under brutal conditions. Jamaica gained its independence in August of 1962, but remained within the British Commonwealth.
This Commonwealth of Nations, that wealth belongs to England. That wealth is something we never shared in. So for us in Jamaica, the monarchy is a harsh reminder of our unfortunate past.
As a colonized people under the British system, I don't feel any kind of remorse or sadness, because I think the British government and the Queen has treated us rather badly, in that they have gained and profited tremendously from us in the Caribbean, us African people, and from the continent, and they've never apologized, nor have they offered any compensation for that. And I don't think Charles is going to be very different. My feelings about him is mixed. I don't necessarily think that he has that capacity and that forward thinking that would make and honor the British Empire by doing right.
And switching gears now, in the Turks and Caicos, a new facility is in the works in order to cater to children with special needs. Our One Caribbean News' Deandra Hamilton reports.
As the need for special needs facilities in the Turks and Caicos Islands increases, the government says it will finally be constructing a special needs center for islanders.
Turks and Caicos, we are mandated in our citizens' contract to create learning opportunities for students that cater to different interests, strengths, and learning needs, as well as provide the diverse skills that the country requires. As it relates to our students' learning needs, we are pleased to inform this country that in January of 2023, we will introduce Phase 1 of our Special Needs Center at the former Abundant Life International School, located behind Susie Turn.
That was Minister of Education for the Turks and Caicos, Rachel Taylor. She was addressing the nation on Friday before the start of the new school term. Taylor said the center will assist students who have problems learning in a regular classroom setting.
This will provide opportunities to cater to our special needs students who find it a challenge to cope in the regular classroom setting.
The Special Needs Center will be the first of its kind to be built in the Turks and Caicos. About 200 students in the country are diagnosed with special needs, and most of these students are already in a classroom or the public school system. Taylor also said the center will be established in a phased approach and explained why.
A phased approach is critical as we seek to build out a fully functional and well-equipped special needs center over the next few years.
Deandra Hamilton reporting.
All right, thanks so much for that report, Deandra. Well, meantime, the Minister of Health in Trinidad and Tobago has been diagnosed with swine flu. He shared his diagnosis while speaking at the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Association's annual Medical Research Conference on Sunday. On August 29th, the Ministry of Health said he had been hospitalized after experiencing flu-like symptoms. A diagnosis of COVID-19 had been ruled out. He resumed duty on September 5th after making a full recovery.
Rumors of my early demise have been greatly exaggerated. As you could see, I am here alive and well. I did spend some time at the Rima Hospital last week recovering from not COVID, but swine flu. I got influenza A, H3N2. My only regret in spending my time in a hospital bed was that having led the health team to where we could have physical celebrations for our 60th anniversary of independence, I was not able, as the person who led the medical response, to be part of those festivities.
Now, the health minister then went on to say that his patient experience was first class. He gave high praise to the men and women in the island's healthcare system.
I just want to make the point that this public healthcare system, which we like to bash, be careful. It saves lives. And I will continue to defend my doctors and nurses to the hilt because they go unrewarded, unappreciated.